It's the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Tuesday, the 7th of January. This is James Spann. All eyes are on the system coming in here at the end of this week on Friday. Odds look increasingly good that a pretty good chunk of North Alabama will see accumulating snow. How much? What about the travel impact? All the new data is in, so strap in. Let's get in here and talk about the details. Here's the upper air look today. And you can see the trough that's coming down through the southwest United States. That's the feature that brings the chance of wintry weather here on Friday. And again, it's in the American Upper Air Network now, which adds to the confidence level of the forecast. In terms of weather right now, most of Alabama, nothing but sunshine. The exception, the northwestern part of the state. Florence, the Shoals, over toward Athens, down to Hamilton. Haleyville, you're socked in with clouds, and it's cold up in that part of the state. But the radar is quiet, much of the United States in between storm systems today. But yeah, check it out. Haleyville and Coleman, they're sitting around freezing with low 30s because of the clouds. Elsewhere, Birmingham is up to 37, Alexander City 44. We've got mid-40s for Mobile and Dothan. But again, temperatures stay well below average for the rest of this week and into Saturday. So we now have winter storm watches for West Tennessee, North Mississippi, much of Arkansas, then back into northeastern Texas. The counties in blue on that map. And a pretty good chunk of North Alabama should be in a winter storm watch soon, if not tonight, tomorrow morning for the event on Friday. And around the nation, you can see those winter storm watches extend back into parts of North Texas, including Dallas-Fort Worth. Obviously, no severe storms anytime soon with cold air. No thunderstorms through tonight. Maybe some thunder tomorrow in West Texas. And on day 3, which is Thursday, a chance of some thunder again for parts of South and Southeast Texas, but nothing severe. Precipitation for the next 7 days. For South Alabama, this will be rain, liquid. Rain amounts there 1/2 to 1 inch. The Tennessee Valley should be snow up on the Shoals, Huntsville, Athens, Decatur. And again, that kind of wintry mix across the central counties of the state. But let's break it down day by day, hour by hour. So this is tomorrow at 3 o'clock, coming off the 12Z GFS model fans. And note that upper trough that's digging down into Baja, California. That will be lifting out, and that provides the system we deal with on Friday. But tomorrow should be a dry day. We start the day in the 20s, the high around 40 for North Alabama, low to mid-40s for the southern part of the state. So Thursday, here comes our winter storm to the west. We're still dry Thursday, and Thursday morning is going to be cold. Many spots will be in the teens over North Alabama early Thursday. The high Thursday, low to mid-40s. Into the west, you can see what's happening there. Wintry precipitation for parts of North Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. And then on Friday, boom, here we go. The GFS depicting a 1,002 millibar surface low that's over Mobile Bay. And to the north of that, a lot of snow. North Alabama, North Mississippi, Tennessee, into Kentucky, over into North Georgia. So let's begin with a look at temperatures. This is the 12-kilometer NAM, and this is early Friday morning at 6 o'clock. And you can see the numbers have come up a little bit for places like Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden with mid-30s. But what happens at the onset of the precipitation, we have a period of evaporative cooling where initially the precipitation falls through drier air. We have evaporation, and that cools the column down. And I fully expect those numbers to come down to freezing Friday morning down into parts of central Alabama. I see some upper 20s up around Huntsville. So this is the depiction of what the radar could look like Friday morning at 6 o'clock. Again, this is the 12-kilometer NAM. Remember, all models are wrong. Some are useful. And you can see it's got snow moving into northwest Alabama, rain for South Alabama, a little band of freezing rain potentially on the northern flank of that. Wouldn't be shocked if the precipitation comes in earlier than this. Typically, models can be a little too slow in the initiation of precipitation here, so wouldn't be shocked if it begins during the pre-dawn hours over North Alabama. And then by 12 noon on Friday, wow, we've got snow for North Alabama, rain for the southern half of the state. And of course, the question is, where will the line be? And again, we should mention on that map pink, that's freezing rain. You can see potential maybe for some of that over East Alabama. But that line is oh so close to Interstate 20. And if something like that works out, it might be a case where Gardendale, north of Birmingham, they wind up with a nice snow cover. But you go down to Chelsea and Alabaster, south of Birmingham, it's just raining. It's that close for the Birmingham Metro. Again, if you're in Cullman, Fort Payne, Huntsville, Muscle Shoals, Haleyville, Russellville, you should be in snow. And again, this could be a pretty good little snow for North Alabama, but again, that magical line that separates a cold nuisance-type rain from snow, it's near Interstate 20. And then this is 6 o'clock Friday evening, and that thing is still hugging Interstate 20. Again, that's just so close for Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston. Very close call. And we're getting close to our 60-hour window. Once we get within 60 hours of an event, we get the 3-kilometer, really high-resolution modeling. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. So here are the snow maps. And you know me, I don't like these, but I'll show them to you. This is the European. And you can see it's spitting out some 6-inch totals up around the shoals. The GFS model, the American model, it's even more aggressive with some 8-inch totals. And I don't think that's going to be the case. As always, I prefer this. If you're going to look at this product, the National Blend of Models, which is an ensemble approach. And I think this is what's reasonable. Up in the Tennessee Valley, down toward US 278, amounts of 2, 3, 4 inches. And then down to Interstate 20, about 1 inch, Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden. But let's look at the snow plume. I'm not a big fan of these snow maps, but I'm a big fan of this. So this is the European ensemble. And again, most of you weather dweebs know the situation here, but if you're new to the videos, with the ensembles, they're run, in this case, 50 different ways with little tweaks to the initialization and some of the physics, and you get just a range of possibilities. And each line represents an ensemble member on that graph. Now, you've always got that one outlier. You got one member of the ensemble that's 1 foot for Birmingham. You reject the outlier. And the mean, it's the green line, which is really what you're looking for. And quite frankly, the mean, it's up there around 3 inches for Birmingham. And understand the air coming in from the north, coming into the low, it's coming off a big snow field. We got the chance of evaporative cooling. The infrastructure will be cold because it's cold all week. Could Birmingham pick up 3 inches of snow? Sure. That's on the table. In fact, there's your range of possibilities, basically from little to nothing up to about 8 inches on the high end. And the mean here is about 3 inches. But again, we're just not quite ready to be that aggressive in the forecast. This is what we're kind of throwing out, a vetted forecast. I bumped the numbers up a little bit. From US 278 north, potential for 2 to 4 inches of snow on Sunday. That'll be a good southern snow if this works out. Now, south of US 278, and again, US 278 is Hamilton to Cullman to Gadsden. I've got 1/2 to 2 inches. Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden. There is going to be a very sharp cutoff down there near Interstate 20. And again, defining that line, it's always tough because we all know that cutoff line is not going to be along an interstate. It's not going to be along a straight line we put on these maps. The weather's going to do what it's going to do. But it should be close to Interstate 20. And the other thing to consider, there's going to be some freezing rain possibly in the mix. This is coming off, the National Blend of Models. Numbers have come down a little bit, which is good. Nobody wants freezing rain. That's liquid, where it's below freezing. But again, there could be a little bit, which could be a glazy kind of thing, which certainly won't help the situation. But I really do think that travel will be impacted as early as maybe the pre-dawn hours on Friday. So if you're traveling, again, the southern half of the state, just a cold rain. You get up toward Interstate 20, and that's where you get into this situation where travel could become very icy and very hazardous. And again, even south of Interstate 20, there might be initially some freezing rain in the mix over into east and maybe even parts of southeast Alabama, down toward Auburn, Opelika, Eufaula. Models kind of backed off on that idea, but again, it's kind of a close call there. But clearly, North Alabama, it's going to be a day where a lot of schools will probably close and a lot of folks will just stay home. And again, we'll watch for changes in this thing. But again, for the moment, we're forecasting potential. This is just potential. 2 to 4 inches along and north of a line from Hamilton to Cullman to Gadsden. 1/2 to 2 inches. Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden, with maybe some freezing rain in the mix there. And as always, with any winter storm, there's going to be surprises. We all know that. But again, that's the way it looks at this point. So Saturday, again, we're going to be very cold early Saturday morning. We'll be down below freezing. We'll be in the 30s during the day. Lingering clouds, maybe a few flurries or snow showers, much like what we saw yesterday. But we certainly could see icy travel into Saturday morning over the northern half of the state. So be aware of that. Road conditions should improve during the day Saturday. And I think by Saturday afternoon, should be a decent chance where you'll be able to get out and about over North Alabama. Sunday morning, we'll see lows in the teens, especially if there's a snow cover. We'll see some low teens probably for North Alabama. High Sunday should be in the 40s with a sunny sky. Monday, lows in the 20s, highs in the 40s. And a week from today, Tuesday the 14th, zonal flow. And again, dry. That next feature shunted well to the south. Let's go out 10 days. This is Friday the 17th of January. Trough coming into Texas, but we are still dry. And again, all of next week, it looks like we'll see highs in the 40s and lows in the 20s. In fact, let's look at the numbers coming off the NBM for Birmingham. You can see low 40s tomorrow and Thursday, then highs in the 30s. We'll be in the 30s all day Friday and Saturday with lows in the upper 20s. 20, we should mention, both Thursday morning and then again Sunday morning. And both of those mornings, many places will see teens. And next week, 40s and 20s. All right, let's go see if the new 8 to 14-day guidance is in the house. And it is. So let me drop it in the set here, and you'll see it changing right there. And again, blue all over that map. Temperatures over much of the contiguous United States expected to be below average. Well, look what's back. The Kid Cam up in Lauderdale County, Alabama today. Lexington School. First school stop of 2025. Look at the cake here. That's outstanding. You got polygons, radar, echoes, a tornado, lightning bolt. That's amazing. Wow. What a great first cake of the year. I saw the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. They were great today. What a great school, great teachers. So again, to all those kids at Lexington School in Lauderdale County, thanks a lot for a great visit earlier today. You guys are looking good. That'll wrap it up here. We have notes on the blog, AlabamaWX.com. And again, we invite you to watch us over on the television side this evening, ABC 3340 News. That is at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. The next video here, the next video briefing on YouTube and Facebook will be posted by about 5:30, 5:45 tomorrow morning. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.